from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact that many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 14 carries, 84 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Now Jones. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll go out near midfield. At the 49. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'll run for the first time with Pierre Strong. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, right back to Strong. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league.
Touchdown, Patriots! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin things here with Gaskin.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 1, Tua.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Gaskin once more. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On third down, here's Gaskin.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set, yellow, 22.
Running on 1st down with Gasket.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They'll go again with Gasket.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Down the numbers, there he goes. The 30. 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the 1st half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterback. So far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Tua throwing here complete to Gaskin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play action. Now it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Draw play. Here's Gaskin.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We get started in 2023 down in Georgia. Arizona paying the New Year's Day visit to Atlanta. And that game tied 21-all in the second quarter. A lot of offense there. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. David Montgomery with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start here with Gaskin.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Gaskin.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Patriots take over.
Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Jones on 1st and 10. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker, as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. That pass knocked away by Juwan Bentley.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 43.
Up the middle, Gaskin.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Christian Barmore in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
43 rail.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give up the middle to Strong. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Robinson up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, they're a win away.